I'm Yoko.
And I'm Nox.
And this is
the RNS Podcast.
Welcome back to the RNS Podcast.
Welcome back. I'm thrown off because I think I usually say that.
I know.
Stop doing that.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, this will be out for almost Thanksgiving.
Almost giving.
And in fact, I guess that's why we picked this type of game for the episode that we're going to do.
Yes. It might be better to do like a part 1 and a part 2. Like this is before Thanksgiving and the next one's going to be after Thanksgiving.
Well, I mean, depending on how people like it, we could just do this however many times if they want to hear another episode of this.
True.
But we should probably talk about what we're intending for said episode.
True.
So everyone kind of knows, well, depending on your family, maybe you guys have the type of family that just gets along and is wonderful and has, I don't know, just wears matching sweaters at Christmas or something. Maybe that's your life.
And if you do, you're a liar. You all hate each other. Just no one has the balls enough to admit it.
Or you have the type of family he was just describing. Typically, there's a lot of fighting at Thanksgiving or arguing or drunk arguing or something. I don't know.
Family fights the hardest.
There you go. So because of that, we wanted to play Superfight in honor of the fighting you might be doing at this Thanksgiving. And in fact, maybe you'll want to order the game really quickly and play it with your family at Thanksgiving.
You know, this is the type of game you could play to try to avoid your aunt spilling all the tea.
You're drunk. You're drunk and trying to
spill all the tea.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to first read the basic rules of Superfight, though we're not going to be playing at all like we're supposed to be playing, really, because technically you need at least 3 people, and typically the game is really played with 4 or more people.
Technically, we do have 3 people. It's you, me, and them. They're the judge.
Okay, that's a good idea. They could judge us on our Twitter or Facebook or YouTube, however they're listening to this and commenting. So yeah, you can be the judge of who won these rounds that we're about to have. So let me explain the basic rules first. Okay, so there are multiple ways of playing the game, but here's the basics. You have white cards and black cards. The white cards have characters on them, and then the black cards have like traits or powers.
I just totally let a segregated joke go.
So, for example, you might draw a card that says, I drew a card that says Carney, and my Carney might have the ability to... my Carney is covered in spikes. Okay, so
American Horror Story, everybody.
So I got a Carney covered in spikes.
And I would fight, and I would have Hello Kitty.
Okay, and Hello Kitty
can throw sticky bombs.
Okay. So, yeah, we'd have my Carney covered in spikes versus his Hello Kitty that can throw sticky bombs. What you would also do in the real game, if you were playing the right way, is that each opponent gets to pick one black card from their hand and like give a trait to the other opponents. Meaning that, like, let's say you had a card you didn't want that you knew would be a detriment to my card, you could give me that. So maybe I'm covered in spikes, but I'm
have no bones.
Yeah. So you say you had a card in your head that says I had no bones, and you pass that to me as my weakness, essentially. So that's how the normal game would be played. So.
And we would go who would win a fight between it. So let's just
hold on. It's not who would win a fight between it. And then you draw a card for an opponent. So I would draw. Very quickly. Let's say that was the wrong way of doing it. We're fighting. No. These are the anime cards. Jeez. Okay, hold on 1 second. 1 second. We're fighting a rhinoceros who has super strength, and that's just how the cards were drawn. So we would argue about which of our characters, the Carney with spikes or Hello Kitty with sticky bombs, could be a rhinoceros with super strength. Then you would have a judge who would judge who made the better argument or who they think would win based on that argument.
I think Hello Kitty with sticky bombs just beats everyone here.
I'm going to stab your Hello Kitty with spikes.
No. See, it's the problem. Hello Kitty is an anime character.
Okay,
so Hello Kitty has all that anime power to go and have that unparalleled accuracy.
This is why we need an actual judge, but whatever. That's why the audience is going to judge.
Hello Kitty has legions of fans. So you would just...
So do carnies.
No. They don't have legions. They have a couple weirdos.
There are legions of... I'm counting all the Insane Clown Posse fans as carny fans.
No.
And they have legions.
ICP they are not carnies.
I'm counting them as carnies, okay?
And if they all throw sticky bombs, you're not even going to get close.
The point is, we're already getting off.
Our bombs will blot out the sun.
Hold on. So we'll fight in the shade. Anyway.
You'll blow up in the shade.
No, okay, so that's how the game would work if you got any of that from our silliness. We have our opponents, we have the thing that we're fighting, the villain or the opponent that we're fighting, and we argue who would win, and a judge would judge who won, and blah, blah, blah. But we don't have an actual third person with us here, so yes, you guys will have to be the judge of each round and tell me if you think Yoko won or Nox won. So I'm going to put these away, these sample cards. But like I said, we're not playing the normal way, so... We're going to just draw one white card, one black card, and argue over who would win rather than unless you want to give weaknesses, but I feel like that's just an extra thing that's going to slow down the game. Yeah, so we're going to draw one white card, one black card, and argue over who would be the better fighter. Unless
we deem that the combination that we've particularly drawn into is way too broken. Then we're just okay.
That'll be way more fun.
No. It's not. It's only fun when they overcome adversity and still win.
No, I'd say whatever you draw is what you're stuck with.
Okay.
All right. So again, they'll be the official judges. So who knows? See who's you're really good at arguing despite the fact that you might have a weakness or something. So we'll see. Okay. And we're also going to be playing different styles of the game. So this first round of the game, we're going to be doing, I guess, superheroes versus a villain. So superheroes versus a villain, and we're going to change it up a little bit. Which you'll see. So, that's the basic rules, blah, blah, blah. Let's get started. You ready?
It's time for a death battle!
Oh, my God.
Ching!
Okay, so first round, superheroes versus villain. Do you want to draw or you want me to draw first?
Oh, I want you to draw first.
Okay. I'm going to draw from...
Okay. First, you have to draw from the one white deck.
I have to draw from my white card. And I got to draw... I'm going to go here and take a gamble. Okay.
My turn.
Your turn. And then I'm going to draw our mystery opponent.
This is a terrible card.
Is that a one you can use?
I don't know.
Can I see?
No.
You said you're gonna make okay. Anyway, sorry. Some of these cards are adult, so we were trying to make sure we're using appropriate level content. At least appropriate.
Who's the super villain?
I haven't drawn them yet.
Draw a super villain.
Okay, super villain.
For this round, the super villain is.
Oh my gosh! Okay, wait.
Oh, it's gonna be great. It's easiest fight ever.
Oh my god. Okay, so we're not saying our characters yet, but our opponent is a dumpster baby who screams names of attacks before using them. I feel like that's a pretty easy villain to fight, but okay.
It's a level 1 villain. It's a tutorial villain.
Okay, well, let's start our tutorial then. Okay. All right.
Who's your character?
All right, I got Willy Wonka.
Okay.
But he has hands instead of feet.
Okay.
So I'm guessing he has, instead of where his feet should be, he has hands. So he's got runs on all fours, but with hands.
All right, my character is Sasquatch.
Okay.
And his parents are brother and sister.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I think that's gonna give you some problems.
Yeah, a little bit, just a little bit.
Okay. Oh, interesting. All right. Who's gonna start making their argument first? We've said at least for the first, while we get used to doing this, we're gonna give each other a minute if we need it to make our arguments.
I'm gonna need a minute.
I probably won't need a minute.
30 seconds.
30 seconds. Okay, 30 seconds.
Go.
Who's going?
You first.
Me? That's not fair. I asked you who's going first.
I told you first.
You didn't. Okay.
I said you first and
play
go.
The tape back. Okay,
you first and go.
Well, you know what? Willy Wonka is really good with getting rid of children. So
I mean, I can't argue that fact. Willy Wonka is really good at getting rid of children. With extra hands, I mean, the hands instead of feet doesn't really make a difference because he's magical anyway, and what he does. He's not magical; he's just smart.
Not literally magical, but that's how he acts. So
whimsical.
Whimsical, thank you. That's a good word. So no one would be really shocked by him suddenly sprouting hands for feet.
What are they gonna do? Get rid of the chocolate guy? Everyone loves chocolate. Why are you interrupting my art? Stop. You're talking over my argument. Anyway, Willy Wonka is really good at ridding children. Since the opponent is a dumpster baby, no one will even come looking for this child. So it really won't give him any consequences to have them disappear in the magical factory. So he'll pull an Augustus. He'll pull an Augustus Gloop. Even though this baby is screaming the names of the child, that only helps him.
Augustus Gloop.
He's going to throw him in a vat of chocolate, let him get sucked away, and we'll never see him again.
Dumpster baby can't talk, so that power is unless he's
screaming it. That's his power. He's got a superpower. Supervillain. He's angry that his parents abandoned him, and that's I don't know. But anyway, that's my argument.
I counter. With Sasquatch is Sasquatch. I'm a giant man, not even man, ape thing. I am virtually invisible because no one can find me despite hundreds of years of people believing I exist. So I think that sneaking into a highly populated area...
It's not highly populated. It's a dumpster baby.
Oh, okay.
A back alley dumpster.
I would assume the dumpster is in the city.
Okay, maybe.
But sneaking to a dumpster baby and offing it, it's probably just something that comes naturally as Sasquatch.
Well, except for your parents are brother and sister, so I'm going to say that you might have some issues.
Well, they are wild animals, and we don't know how many Sasquatch exist. So they could naturally parents be brother and sister, and they are still stealthy.
Okay, well, since they're supposed to be like the missing link, they're more human than animalistic. So I'm going to say that brother-sister thing has messed up their population.
I'm fairly certain that the fact that they're interbreeding makes Sasquatches to begin with.
That's a problem.
So, hey, obviously not if no one can find them.
My point of saying that is that your Sasquatch is going to have some issues. And this baby screaming at it is going to terrify it rather than him going to... Yes.
No.
It's going to terrify it away.
No.
Yes. Whereas Willy Wonka's not just going to make a little joke and make him burst in the song.
No. Sasquatch is in the woods with so many things that want to kill him.
But he's never seen a dumpster baby.
I'm pretty sure he's seen babies.
Not a dumpster baby.
Doesn't matter. It's just a thing.
It's a dumpster baby that screams attacks.
He might be startled, but at the end, it's still a baby.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, a baby that can't talk. A baby that's itchily squishy.
But it can scream. It's attacks. So it quickly has a power where it can say something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It has a power that goes, ah! And that's
it screams the names of attacks.
Yeah, but if it's a baby, it doesn't know any names. It just screams.
I think we can say certain things, but regardless, I think your Sasquatch would be startled by it and run away, whereas Willy Wonka would just throw him in a vat of chocolate.
Willy Wonka would just take it and just see him walking down the street with a screaming baby, and no one's going to question.
Yeah, that's good. You can get
I know, it's fabulous, but Sasquatch.
It's fabulous.
But you don't have to be hidden, but Sasquatch is always going to be hidden. You can't blame what doesn't exist technically. If Sasquatch doesn't exist.
This is the round is not about who can get away with murder. That's not what it is.
It's exactly what it is.
It's not. It's getting rid of the opponent.
We can both agree that this baby's gonna die either way. It's gonna die either way. At this point, it's a whodunit.
That should be around. We might do that.
Who gets away with murder?
Yes. That would be a good round. I'm gonna tack that on. Okay. Let's end this round, though.
Yes.
Let's end this round. We'll let the audience vote. Maybe I'll put up a poll on Twitter and they can vote for it. We'll see. We'll figure it out. Because I was just gonna let us decide who won the round. But I feel like
we can't do that.
Neither of us is gonna back down.
We can't do that.
So yeah, it'll be up to you to decide. All right, let me.
Who won? Who's next? You decide.
All right. Okay. So we'll do another round of villains.
Yes.
Okay. All right. You draw first this time since I went first last time. Okay. Make sure it's appropriate first. He said no. Definitely not.
I could try this.
You can try it? Okay. All right. I'm drawing my card. I'm going to take something from the gambling pile of appropriateness. Nope, that's not appropriate. Oh. Okay. That's going to be a pain in the butt, but okay. So our opponent is wait. Actually, we can keep that.
Oh God.
Okay, our opponent is Jason, but he's currently, as in the murderer Jason, who's currently going through puberty. So his hormones are going wild. He's gonna have mood swings.
Oh man,
make him more insane.
Oh no, it's gonna be a very R-word Jason.
Okay, I have to draw more cards for mine.
Oh.
Yeah. I gotta make sure these are appropriate too. Nope. No.
I don't even know who I am, so
I'm gonna take that out.
Can I use this?
Okay.
I can?
Yeah, well, that's fine.
I'm not winning this fight. I'm winning this fight.
Oh my god. Okay. All right. Well, okay. Are you ready to reveal our fighters? You go first.
I am a geriatric prostitute whose entire body is very sticky.
Ew. So gross.
There's nothing super about my power.
Okay.
This is just a naturally occurring thing. Ew, what happens.
Gross. All right. I have an electric eel, but somehow I'm a mega fighter and I have limbs. So my left leg, I had to draw additional character cards. So my left leg is a demon-possessed car. My right leg is a 60-year-old stripper. I'll just get rid of this one. Oh, no, you can definitely. I'm sorry. My left arm is a Japanese schoolgirl, and my right arm is pick a cancer. That's awful. That's awful. What am I supposed to do with that?
You can pick a cancer. That's what you can
do. Who we're fighting? Jason? Okay.
Here's the problem with this fight. We've never seen Jason as a teenager. He goes straight from zombie child, to Jason.
So now you have to imagine what happened in the in-between. So just imagine if Jason was going through puberty.
He's doing things at the bottom of the lake that we can't see.
Oh my God. All right. So I have problems already with mine because it's an electric eel body, but with limbs. Okay. So you get to go first. I had to go first last time. So let's make sure.
Okay.
So how are you beating Jason?
I'm not. I'm just saying right now.
You're giving up already?
I have to accept it. I am a geriatric prostitute whose entire body is very... No, he's going through adolescence. You know what?
Yes.
I'll seduce him.
See? I knew you could make something work.
I will seduce him. I am a geriatric prostitute. He might be into that. I mean, he definitely has mommy issues.
Yep.
I'ma just tack on those mommy issues. I mean, a teenage Jason, imagine the power I could hold over teenage Jason. With mommy issues, I don't have to kill him. I could just seduce him and have him. I'll be his new surrogate mommy. And then after every time he gets me through a movie, at the end of the movie, you'll just see him curled up in my lap, and I'll just be like, "Yes, Jason."
Creepy.
Yes,
your Jason's really Norman Bates.
I mean, my entire body is very sick. He's not getting away. Matter of fact, I will stick onto him like glue. And I will always be safe because I am with the killer at all times.
Okay. Into your argument.
And then he'll throw me at people, and my weight will hold them down, and they can't get away.
You're not supposed to team up with him. You're supposed to take him out. What are you doing?
I am taking him out because he's with me now.
Throw you with you. Oh my God! So you're just going to turn evil and use him for your own purposes.
Okay, if I take him out, I'll use him until I figure out that he's getting too old for this, and then. While he's sleeping or inactive or whatever between movies, I'll just try and cut his head off or blow him up. He's not going to suspect me of doing any wrongdoing. He loves his mommy.
In your argument, because you're way over the time you're supposed to have. So, my electric eel, again, as a reminder, I have a 6-year-old stripper, so I can combat your geriatric prostitute with one arm.
You can.
I can use her for the mommy issues if that's what she's into.
But here's the thing.
However, since he's a teenager, I can also use my Japanese schoolgirl if he's into that. And so he's not into older women. I've got a younger woman on another arm. So there you go. Another limb. I don't know if it's an arm or leg. Whatever. She's there.
Damn. She has
also
options. Teenage
boys who going through puberty. They like cars, and he's got a demon possessed car. So Jason will probably really like that.
You know what? I think you got this.
And then I throw a cancer in there. I don't know to kill him. Done.
I think you got this.
I think I got it too. But we still gotta let the audience decide.
No, I think you got this.
Okay.
I still let the audience decide, but I think you got this.
All right.
You have me plus a Japanese schoolgirl plus a car. That's an orgy right there.
Or a teenage boy.
That's an orgy right there inside the car.
Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to make sure I keep these so I can remember to put up whatever poll we're going to do. So keep all the cards together. But yes, okay. We'll let the audience decide. But if you think I won that one, then you let us know. All right, do you want to switch up the rounds? Where's your other card? Okay. What was your parents and brother and sister? Okay. So I do it a second. Okay, so I'm trying to put them up here.
I know. I'm going to draw the villain first this time.
Wait, are we going to... Wait, I said, are we switching up the rounds?
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm at. Oh, I'm asking, do you want to do another...
We can do one more villain.
Okay. One more fighting a villain?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, 1 second. Maybe who screams. Here we go. Okay, now we got our opponents.
You know what we could do? Instead of the question of the day, we could do a round of Superfight at the end of each episode. And then we could say, hey, who won this today's round of Superfight?
If you want to.
Yeah, I like that.
We'll see. Okay, sorry, okay. And then this was...
And then Superfight can sponsor us. Sponsored by Superfight.
I doubt that. But anyway. Okay, sorry. You drew the villain?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm drawing opponent. Yes?
Yes, wait. It's going to be interesting.
Okay. All right. So last round of this one. That's my character. And okay. This is the discard pile. Does it work or can you not use it?
I can use it, but my power combination is so stupid.
Okay. Oh God, we have to draw a random character.
Yes. This is terrifying. This is definitely...
Oh my God.
This is terrifying.
All right, sorry for the little delay of us getting our cards together, but
this is terrifying.
Our opponent is a human centipede who's giving birth to a gorilla.
This is terrifying.
Wow.
This is terrifying.
A human centipede giving birth to a gorilla.
Gorilla.
All right, Tarzan. I'm starting.
Clayton.
Yeah, that's still from the movie Tarzan.
But I was Clayton.
Okay, thank you. All right, my character is a velociraptor, and it can animate dirt. That's all I got.
That's actually pretty dope. Velociraptors are highly intelligent creatures.
Yes.
And you're not beating me, but still.
Why do you always do that?
What?
Whenever we play this game, you will argue for the opponent's side because you can't help but arguing, like putting things together.
I'm sorry.
It's not a bad thing. It's just hilarious to me that, like, even if you're like, I'm not winning, but you're winning because of this. Like, that's how you are. You're funny. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
I don't think you got a chance because I am the ghost of an aborted fetus.
Ooh, ow.
That can't stop clapping.
What? What is it? What? Okay. Ouch to that one.
You go first.
I might have discarded that one. That's a little eesh. Especially for a family holiday. Hopefully that doesn't come up at dinner. All right. So I had to think about the opponent like I'm arguing to fight against a human centipede. Okay, well, first of all, it's the freaking velociraptor. They eat people, and a human centipede is I'm assuming they mean from the actual movie Human Centipede.
Oh yeah,
it's literally just it's a group of people together. So this is its natural prey anyway. Well, I wouldn't say natural prey, but it wouldn't have a problem eating people. They're hampered by the fact that they're tied together anyway. They can't really move very fast, and velociraptors are quick. So I have no problem chasing them down. If they manage to get anywhere, there's the fact that I can animate dirt. So I can have that come to life under my feet, their feet, whatever, stop them from moving, hold them down, and devour my prey. They're also hampered by the fact they're giving birth to a little gorilla. They're not going anywhere. This is the easiest fight to defeat ever. There you go. But now you got to argue why you would do a better job than me.
I just annoy them to death. They already want to die. They're a human centipede. And all I do now is enjoy all their suffering by just floating around, crying and clapping all the time. What you have to look forward to.
I'm stuck. Okay. I'm stuck on yours because I'm like, why is it clapping? There has to be a reason that this was gotten rid of, and maybe it's because it kept clapping inside the womb. I don't know.
Clapbacks.
Oh my God.
All the clapbacks.
Anything else?
Oh no, that's all I need to do. I'm a fetus. I can't do much, but what I can do, I do well.
All right.
Heck, if this gorilla dies, it should be me and the gorilla.
Oh my God.
Fetus and gorilla clapping.
That's not stop. You're trying to turn this into a show? I dare you to pitch that to CBS.
And I'll take it.
Gorilla and the aborted fetus. Make that a show. You know, two people who shouldn't get along as roommates, but somehow managed to make it work. Anyway.
No, I'm a ghost. I'll possess the gorilla.
Oh God.
And then I'll just smash the fetus. Okay.
I'll just smash the centipede while I'm still clapping.
That annoying clapping is what makes my character eat you too. But anyway.
You can't eat me because I'm a ghost.
I can animate dirt.
And I'll just go through the dirt.
We'll figure it out.
You won't.
Okay,
Because you're a velociraptor.
Anyway, so...
You don't have concept of ghosts.
I got a concept of snapping my jaw shut at something that's bothering me.
And I have a concept of floating through your jaws and while clapping directly in your brain.
Oh my god. If you possess a gorilla, I can destroy you, though.
The gorilla's body will die. I'll just float out.
Anyway, tell us who won this round, this aborted fetus that can't stop clapping or a velociraptor that can animate dirt.
No, the ghost of an aborted fetus
that
can't stop clapping.
You're right. Forget the ghost part. That's the key to it. It's a ghost. All right. Ending this round, right?
Yes.
Let's try something. Yes, let's try something new. Okay. So
I think I got this one.
Maybe we'll see.
There's no maybe.
Oh.
I think.
Okay, Mr. Confident.
I'm confident I got this one.
Okay. All right. Well, you said you would just annoy them to death. I don't know if that's actually going to work, but
it's definitely the safest.
Let's try. Okay, let's try. So now we did superheroes versus a villain. So now we're gonna do super villains, create our own super villain versus who would be able to take over the world. Okay, who will be the best, who's most successful at taking over the world. All right, so that's the round. You're drawing first. Check to make sure that's okay. You want to confirm with me if that's okay?
No.
You think it's good?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I got this.
And draw your cards. It's your turn to draw. I went first last time.
I just drew my cards.
Oh, I thought you were drawing the villain.
No.
Oh, sorry. No, I thought you were drawing the villain first, putting it down, saying it's okay.
I can draw a villain right now.
I mean, no, but it's versus world domination. We're stupid.
Yeah.
I already forgot what I said.
Look at her. See?
Stop. Okay. It was a mistake.
Vampiric brains, all decay.
Hey. All right.
Oh, wait. Vampire bear. That's me, too. Crap.
I'll use this one. Okay, it's weird, but I'll make it work. All right. Ready?
Yes. You first.
No, you were going first.
Ladies first.
Of reveal, we're still arguing first. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I got a vampire slayer. Heck yes, even though I'm a vampire. Vampire slayer, but she's walking 12 kids on leashes.
So basically the entire Buffy show.
She didn't walk kids on leashes, but go ahead.
The Scoobies were a bunch of kids. She had to save them all the time.
Sure. We'll go with that.
Xander.
Okay, what yours?
Mewtwo.
Oh, man. Damn, I think I lost this one.
On one of those electric scooters for old people.
Why?
So basically, I have Pokemon Professor X.
Oh my gosh,
yeah. And Professor X can take over the whole world with a thought if he wanted to.
Mm.
And Mewtwo can do much the same thing.
Mm.
So I'll let you try to argue, but I think I have this on lock.
Well, you get to start, so.
That was my.
Oh, that was your argument that you got. Okay,
I could literally do this with a thought.
Okay.
And there will be no dissension. Everyone who dissents, I'll hear their dissension and they die.
Well, Buffy, especially the Vampire Slayer, is very good at taking down villains, even ones that have controlled her mind. She has a history of stopping those people, not being stopped by them. With her, you already made the argument that these.
But that's not Buffy. That's a Vampire Slayer.
It's clearly her.
It's not.
It's okay. It's a Vampire Slayer. I picked Buffy now.
No, you're just a regular Vampire Slayer.
Fine, I trained under Buffy, and I'm going to call her for help anyway. You want to be so nitpicky? It's clearly Buffy the Vampire
It's
Slayer.
not Buffy. It would say Buffy.
No, it wouldn't.
This doesn't say psychic Pokemon with.
That's because they made a specific anime deck and got the license for that. This was original. We're trying to scoot around things.
Okay.
So I'm going with Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Okay,
Thank you.
Go ahead and you try.
How rude! Anyway, now I'm taking over the world because of you. Now,
try. I'll be your villain.
Oh my gosh. No, you're not.
I'll be your big bad.
You're my villain. We are arguing that we're taking over the world. Yes, your guy has psychic abilities, whatever. Okay. With Buffy nowadays comes a legion of slayers. She created multiple, thousands of slayers upon the world. It's an army of super powered people.
And by phrase timeline, they're all dead. Try again.
Okay, no. We're not picking timelines. I get to argue how I want to argue. Hold on a second.
I'm just telling you that your thing isn't infallible.
It's not. You can't come back at me and then
screw up my timeline that I'm designing for myself. That's not. I get to pick whatever time period I want to take over the world.
You do.
I'm trying. Okay, so as I was saying before I was interrupted with nonsense, so the Buffy that I'm using has an army of slayers. Okay, that's thousands upon thousands of superpowered people, women, who can essentially, she could use it if she wanted to go evil, go rogue, and take over the world. She could use them kind of to start her own army and dictatorship, where she's having each slayer kind of control a section of the world and beat people into submission. So that's that. She's using her powers of super strength to beat people into submission and her control of the slayer army.
Funny you have to rely on other people. I am a psychic mutated cat in a chair.
My slayers will slay your Mewtwo and then still take over the world.
Your slayers won't even get close to our Mewtwo. I will explode all of their heads. Every time a new slayer is activated, I will feel it and I will kill her.
But you can't kill them all at once.
Who says I can't?
Willow. Who comes with Buffy.
Willow?
Comes with Buffy.
I am not a conjurer of cheap tricks. I am not magic. I am psychic ability.
Doesn't matter. Willow will destroy you.
Willow will
she
not
comes
destroy
with Buffy.
Willow will not destroy you. Willow does not have
you seen Willow? She is literally a goddess.
Don't even.
She literally has godlike powers.
Don't even with have you seen Willow. She is my favorite Buffy character. Don't even mess with the Rosenberg with me.
So you should know. She comes with Buffy, loyal to Buffy.
Loyal to Buffy, but she's not as strong as Mewtwo.
Oh, stronger. You're right.
No.
She's not as strong. She's stronger.
No, she's not.
Anyway, you guys decide
she's not.
Who's taking over the world. An army of superpowered slayers, with Willow included.
Willow's not on there. It just says vampire slayer.
It says she's got walking people on leashes.
Dang, that's right.
So, bam.
No, wait, kids. Has to be Kid Willow.
Still powerful.
No.
Put a soul back into someone.
Not Kid Willow.
Yes, you did.
That's teenage Willow. Willow.
That is, if you're under 18, you're a kid.
You know what? I'll give you that one.
Thank you.
I will give you that one.
Thank you.
But guess what? Still getting her head exploded.
Next round.
Dark Willow was college Willow. That ain't Kid Willow.
Next round. All right, so let's draw again.
Professor X2.
World domination. Oh, wait, am I drawing first?
Yes, ladies first.
Well, different. Oh, can't use that. Well, kind of want to. I'm going to take a risk.
Take a risk. Make a change.
A certain person who's listening can just berate me about it later. Okay.
I win.
What's that? I
win.
All right, let's reveal who's taking over the world. So I have a porn star who can breathe underwater.
Doesn't matter. You know why?
The jokes that come with this do. But go ahead.
You know why?
Why?
The power doesn't even matter.
Why?
Power is wearing a meat bikini, but that doesn't matter because I would Google.
Damn.
I've already taken over the world. This is a moot point.
Wait a minute.
To find you, they have to use me.
But you rely on things like this for people to look for things.
Oh, you're definitely not the only porn star, sweetie.
But I'm one that can breathe underwater. You know how popular, how many hits I would get?
Hey, you know how many people have to discover you through me? Porn star that can breathe underwater.
Fine, I'm done. Third final round.
There's no way you can argue with Google.
Yeah, I really can't argue with Google. They already own us in our lives. Fine, they already taken over.
They're listening to our conversation.
I wish I had drawn Amazon.
Right?
That would have been a fight.
That would have been a good fight.
All right, make sure it's okay.
God, I can't use this.
Nope. Okay, you going with that?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. And this is awful. Okay.
Mine isn't.
I'm gonna lose this one. No, I just went first last time, but I had no argument.
I don't wanna, take your thunder, but I have a hostage.
Okay, well that's not your character. So who is it? Who has the hostage?
The Prince of all Saiyans!
Oh my god.
Vegeta!
Vegeta with a hostage?
The whole planet is my hostage.
Okay. Alright.
I will blow this planet up with a thought. Come at me. Where is Kakarot?
I have a drag queen who's allergic to animals. So
is that all?
That's what I got.
Is this all you present to the Prince of Saiyans?
Well, what's that chick's name? That transform? No, not Bulma. Of course I know who Bulma is. The Heart Lady.
Rebrienne.
Rebrienne's a drag queen. She clearly is. I'm calling my drag queen Rebrienne versus Vegeta. Throw it out. No, we're not fighting each other. World domination. I'm saying my drag queen is Rebrienne, and she's fighting with the power of love.
Oh my God.
She's going to get everyone to agree with her philosophy of love, and that's how I'm taking over the world, because love conquers all.
I'll give you this. You could be my general. Because even if love conquers all, I'll still blow up the planet. And there will be nothing. There will be nothing. I have seen nothing that says Rebrienne can blow up the planet with the power of love.
No, I'm not destroying it. You're trying to destroy the planet. I'm taking over. It's
the planet is my hostage. If they don't obey me,
it has a hostage. You can't have
the planet is a hostage. There's only one planet. It's a singular.
You know what? Thing. I really don't like how you're using that.
And Vegeta has the power.
It's clearly one hostage, but you're okay. Whatever.
You know what?
Since I'm pretending my drag queen is a character that's not actually on here, I'm going to let you have the entire planet as a hostage.
But I don't need that. I'll just use one of your subordinates as a hostage. And your power of love, you love them too much. You're not going to go against me.
I just need them to use their power of love to go after you. I don't have to go after you.
They're still my hostage. You're not going to go after me. You have to go after me. We're opposing people to take over the world here. And if I have one of your two, the cat lady or the kung fu, whatever she is, I don't even know. They're just so inconsequential. If I have either one of them, Rebrienne's not going to do anything because she's going to be like, oh no, I have to save her. And you're like, no, you can't. Either you bow down or she gets disintegrated.
I will use the strength of people who love me to gather strength and use that against you to save the planet.
That didn't even help you against the minor characters on our team.
You know what? Whatever, they get to decide. My drag queen Rebrienne versus Vegeta, who's taking over the world.
You shot yourself in the foot because people hate Rebrienne. So people are just going to want to get you because Rebrienne.
It's who can take over the world. She clearly has the power and the capability.
She clearly does have the power and capability to take over the world, though.
That's the end of...
Well, technically, Vegeta already does because he married basically the princes of the world. Bulma.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing that Capital Corporation doesn't.
If she looked remotely like a drag queen, I would have made it Bulma. But she doesn't. She's not close to it. That's why when we're
she has too much money.
All right. End of that round. So now we're gonna do our final round where it's
I do two zingers in a row. Google and Vegeta.
It's not fair. Okay. So for our final round of this.
Final round.
Let's see if you can win this one. It's gonna be dating. So this time we're gonna draw a character and we're gonna see.
Okay, bears know nothing of dating.
it's pretend like, not that I've used this. Let me make it clear, I've not used Tinder. But like, if we were like, who would this character swipe right? Would this character that we're gonna draw swipe right on us? And that's accepting people.
What is this Tinder? You mean like the wood?
Can you stop pretending to be a bear for a second and come back to the world where Tinder exists? All right, so I'm going to draw the person that we're going to try to woo.
Does their powers matter at this point if we're just trying to woo them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because sometimes it's like in love with something. So it depends on what the thing is. Okay. If it's not relevant, you don't have to argue about it. All right.
Let's see who we're trying to woo first, shall we?
Okay, well, wait. No, I want to draw my thing and then flip it and reveal it. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. All right.
Oh boy. I'm not using this one.
Okay.
That's two.
Really? Oh yeah. No, don't do that.
No. Okay.
Okay. And.
Can I use this?
No.
I didn't think I could.
Oops. It looks like you got something better anyway. Okay. All right. I don't know what dating show this would be. What's an old dating show?
Dating the superheroes.
Sure.
Dating superpower dating.
Okay. Oh, we can't use that. Pick a different one. Oh my God. I can't use it. I can't. It was funny, but I can't use it.
You can't use that.
No.
That's way too controversial.
Yes. Let's keep drawing. Let's keep drawing. Can't win. Hold on.
Let me draw.
No, I got it. Okay, we got a mime. A mime that has one tiny baby arm. Okay, that's who we're wooing. A mime with one tiny baby arm.
This is some mime.
Okay, well, some people are into stuff. All right, who went first last time? I don't remember.
I did. So
okay. All right, so to woo this mime, I've got a meth addict. Been stretched like rubber. Ooh, hot.
Ooh.
So hot.
To woo this mime, I have Street Fighter.
Mm-hmm. The game or a person?
I don't know.
Okay.
Who is killed by water. So with these, I have the perfect person in mind. I am Bruce Willis in Unbreakable and Mr. Glass. Because he fights on the street and he is killed by water.
No.
So
you don't get to be Bruce Willis.
I am Bruce Willis in Unbreakable.
No.
And just from the fact that I am Bruce Willis, I will date this mime.
No. Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
It fulfills all the requirements.
It clearly says Street Fighter, so I would allow you to pick a character from Street Fighter, but I'm not going to let you just say, I'm Bruce Willis. I guess I should be fair since I decided my drag queen was Ribrian. So that's fair.
It's okay.
No, I'm letting you be Bruce Willis. Sorry, you got it. You got it.
I'm Dalsham.
Who?
Dalsham.
Which one is that?
Or Dalsheen. I don't know how you pronounce his name correctly. Dalsham or Dalsheen.
Which one
he is the Indian one that can stretch his limbs like rubber.
Oh, so you're going to compete with me as far as stretching ability?
Yes. And I am a modicum of wisdom and knowledge, and you are a meth addict.
Mm-hmm. Everyone knows, it's my turn, I'm going to go. Because everyone knows clowns, especially mimes, are heavily into drugs. It's the only way you can do your job. Okay? So this mime is probably also a meth addict.
A clown.
We have that in common, baby.
It's going to be listening to this. It's going to be like, either, how does she know? Or, that's not true. I've been off meth for like 3 years.
The only way, let's say you're a mime and you're at a children's party, you're miming for someone just on the street trying to make your money as a mime, you're getting disrespected every day. You know you've turned to drugs.
Especially if you have
who's going to be there for you in your time of need, baby? Me. Your neighborhood meth addict.
Me. Because I won't steal your TV for more meth.
We're stealing TVs together, the mime and I. That's how we're paying for mime.
I will enlighten the mime. And when I enlighten the mime, his or her craft will be that much greater.
Okay. I'm going to throw some water on you. Call it a day.
You know what? That's just rude.
I'm knocking you out of the competition. No, we're not supposed to fight each other. We're supposed to woo the mime here.
It's okay. You can woo by murder. Who's the mime going to tell?
That's true. That's true.
That way, you don't have to woo the mime if you scare the mime.
That's why we're a perfect match, though, because he won't tell any of my, or she won't, whatever the mime is, won't tell any of my secrets. Won't tell anyone that I'm addicted to drugs. That's why we're perfect for each other, baby. There you go. I'll shoot up your tiny baby arm, and you keep all my secrets. There you go.
It's Breaking Bad all over again.
All right, we're gonna end that round.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys decide who wins.
Who wins?
The enlightenment or the drugs?
Oh, the drugs lead to enlightenment. All right.
All right, Vicar.
Okay. This is our next opponent. Sorry. Person who we're in love with, trying to woo. You draw.
Okay. Oh, I think I won.
I don't like when you declare at the start of the round.
I think I won.
We'll see.
I think I definitely won.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let me see my person. Ooh. Ha! Okay. All right, let's see who we're wooing. A bull that can summon an army of African children. I don't know why. That combo. But they're on Tinder, baby, and we're attracted to this bull. How you gotta see.
Are there even bulls in Africa?
It doesn't matter. It can summon. It can be a bull anywhere. It just can summon an army of African children. That's what it is. So, what you got?
I think I still win this.
Okay.
Because I wouldn't woo this bull. I'd capture this bull.
Oh, I know. You went first last time, so I'm starting.
Yeah, no, you went first, so I'm going first. Last time you went first, so now I'm going first.
No, okay. I thought you went first. No, because you did your whole Bruce Willis thing before I even argued my meth thing. You totally went first.
No, you revealed yours first.
Okay, never mind. Let's not argue about it. Go.
Yeah.
Go.
So I'm kidnapping this bull because I am the Illuminati.
Okay.
I'm everywhere. And I can hold my breath forever.
Because you don't exist, so sure.
Exactly.
You're already dead. The organization that was Illuminati died out. Okay, fine.
No, you thought we died out, but we're everywhere.
All right.
We're behind Google.
Okay. It's not about who can kidnap whom. You got to woo the bull.
Stockholm syndrome. It worked for the beast. It'll work for me.
All right. I got an eagle who can throw burritos.
At least you can stave off the army of African children.
Exactly.
But it doesn't matter because I'm still kidnapping this bull.
Wait. Are you arguing first or am I arguing first?
So go ahead.
Okay. So this bull will be into me, right?
Okay, yeah.
Because
into you.
It doesn't say what type of burritos this
bull's
is.
Definitely going to be into you.
Stop. Okay. It doesn't say what
bull's
type.
Going to break you.
Stop. It's not that type of relationship. We're just meeting for a date, okay? Mm-hmm. Anyway, it doesn't say what type of burrito, so I can make these bull-specific burritos. Whatever bulls are into, whatever they eat, that's the type of burrito I'm making. I'm throwing it to lure it away to my location. Come chase after me. He'll follow me forever. His army of African children will also follow me. So I won them through my cooking skills, through my cooking ability. Doesn't matter. I'm getting these burritos from somewhere.
You're pooping out burritos.
Okay, that's fine. I cooked them in my belly. And now they're coming out, and I am wooing this bull with food. Just like I woo your cats with food.
You know what? That sounds all well and good, but I'm the Illuminati. Mm-hmm. Doesn't even matter. I can hold my breath forever. You know, I think I might exist because, you know what? I stop my heartbeat because I can hold my breath forever.
Why would the bull be attracted to that?
It doesn't have to be.
It does. That's the whole name of the game.
Because I'll have my people kidnap it.
Oh and my God.
We'll keep it in a secret.
Stockholm syndrome.
We'll keep it in a secret Illuminati facility. It's like Wolfram and Hart. And
you're going to brainwash it until it falls in love with you.
Exactly.
Wow.
With enough poking and prodding, you can get a man or bull to do anything, to feel anything. That's the Illuminati.
I'm clapping for that argument. Wow, ridiculous. All right, use your brainwashing abilities. We've got true love based on food.
I'll find you.
You're not going to find me. I'm an eagle. Good luck catching me.
I have people with guns.
I'll claw out all your followers.
I have people with guns.
I'll go to Justin Bieber, whoever's being accused this week of being part of Illuminati, and claw out their eyes. Which stops them from watching your brainwashing videos, brings them back to reality.
You think that we're only in the celebrity world? We are everywhere.
Oh my God!
Everything.
Go. Okay, you're
in the trees.
You're breaking this way too
on
much.
The trees in which you roost, in the rocks on which you climb, on the perches that which you sit. We are the Illuminati, and we are everywhere.
Can you stop promoting them? They're not even paying us. Stop. Okay. Let's end it on that note. Lordy. Okay. Tell us who won the heart of this bull. This bull with an army of African children. Is it my eagle who throws burritos, or is it your Illuminati sponsor today? Which one? Oh my goodness. Okay, so that was us playing Superfight. You know, I'll figure out a way to let you guys vote on Twitter most likely, but you can also just tell us in the comments below if you're listening to this on YouTube, which we post later than other platforms, but it's there if you want to see. Or on Facebook, if you're following us there. Let us know who you think won. So, do you want to wrap up with your question?
I feel like we could do a whole other episode of Superfight.
Oh, definitely. This was fun. So
this will be Superfight Part 1. We're going to do another episode of this for our post-Thanksgiving one.
Well, I don't know if it'll be right after Thanksgiving, but we'll do one in the future. I mean, I had fun with it, but I definitely want to do if they say
we'll definitely have to find some more people.
Yeah, we should do it with a bigger group for
sure. Yeah,
we
should try to do a bigger group.
Okay, but anyway, that's not here or there right now. So get your question.
Okie day. The question of the day is by user AMOD, capital A, lowercase m, capital O, DD.
Okay.
And he asks, or they ask rather, what did a fictional character say that stuck with you?
What did a fictional character say that stuck with you?
Mm-hmm. For me, it was simple because I had him in my team. It was Mewtwo. Hmm. This is actually the very first fictional character saying that stuck with me in my adult life, and actually in just my life period. It was in Pokemon, the first movie. It's actually how I learned of the word irrelevant. Mewtwo said something along the lines of, "It doesn't the matter of which you were born is irrelevant. It's what you do with that life that's what matters." And I was like, first I was like, what does the word irrelevant mean? Why is it stuck in my head? And then I found out later what it meant. And I was like, wow, I'm taking that to heart. Mm. So that's generally how I try to think of people. Doesn't matter what they really do. It's how you live your life.
Mm-hmm. Not what they do, but how you personally.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. I like that. Well,
that's why Mewtwo's taking over the world, baby.
My quote, ironically, is also, since it was Buffy the Vampire Slayer versus Mewtwo. Mine, of course, comes from Buffy, but the show, not the character.
Yes.
But
is it Giles? It's always Giles.
It's Spike, of course.
Oh, Spike. Mm-hmm. Angel's better.
No, he's not. Let's not get into that argument. That'll take me another whole episode. Hold on.
It's okay, because William the Bloody will always be an Angelus' shadow.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, we don't have time to argue that right now. You're trying to ruin my moment. Okay. All right. So at one point, actually Spike says to Angel and to Buffy, he talks about love. And this is a quote that's just been inside my head ever since I saw him say this. And he says, love isn't brains, children, it's blood. Blood screaming inside you to work its will. So that's always just stuck in my head, that like love is not something you can like think through. Or at least in his opinion, it wasn't.
No,
love.
It's true. It's primal.
Yeah, and
it's in your blood.
It's in your blood, and I've always, as far as relationships or emotion is concerned, at least a good chunk of my life, I was thinking very rationally. I would say I'm less so now. Well, that might sound crazy. No, I'm less. I am into my emotions a lot more than I used to be. But at the time I heard this, it stuck with me because I wasn't. That I was very like, let's think through this logically, which doesn't really work well with emotion. So I've kind of flip-flop on that a little bit, even though I try to still be logical. But anyway, I don't know. It stuck to me, especially the way that he said it. Just stuck with me. Just love. Like he was talking to him saying that they'll never be friends, and this is why, because love's always there. And it's screaming at you.
And it's weird how he said that way back when, and then he falls in love with Buffy.
Yeah.
And that turns out terribly.
But it doesn't mean him being in love with Buffy doesn't change the fact that he loves Drew, though, because he later on, that's the whole other thing.
The whole other thing.
He takes care of her later, like actually make sure she's taken care of later. But
yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, that's my quote that stuck with me. I'm sure I could have thought of something else, but that's literally the first thing that came to mind when you asked the question.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the thing that sticks out to you the most, and that's what stuck out to you the most. Mm-hmm. It's like what Mewtwo said is always going to stick out to me.
Well, also Buffy's quote when she's about to sacrifice herself for her sister is also a good one that stuck out to me. But anyway.
Also, yeah, and Mew's quote after Mewtwo said that was awesome. Mm-hmm. He said, Mew, 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 Mew.
Mew. So stupid. It's so stupid. I can't with you. Oh, okay. Anyway, thanks for listening. If you're listening, stay tuned for. We'll see. I guess next time we'll see you, it'll be December, or last time we talk to you guys, it'll be December. So happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Gobble gobble.
Try not to fight your family members too much.
I mean, if you do, try to avoid using the pointy.
Well, use the game instead of actually fighting.
If you have to slap someone, do it with an open palm.
Stop giving people advice on how to actually hurt people.
I mean, I don't want them to go with the turkey knives.
All right, play us out. Before you go, please give us a like, subscribe, and if you want to continue talking with us about nerdy stuff, follow us on Twitter at Yoko Nox, or on Facebook, facebook.com/RNS Yoko Nox. We upload every Tuesday on anchor.fm/Yoko Nox, and also places like Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and many others. Thanks for listening. We'll catch you guys in the next one.
See you there.